All right, welcome everybody to our July call. We are really excited to be able to share more with you tonight and focus on our oil of the month. I'm going to toss it over pretty quickly to Lindsay King. The whole idea of the Oil of the Month Club was her brilliant genius. I think it's so well done. I think it's simple. I think it's affordable. And I think it's really fun that we can focus on and implement one oil at a time throughout this whole year. So Lindsay, you want to tell us a little bit more about it, and then tell us a little bit about what is in Rescuer and all that goodness.
Absolutely. So thank you for joining us tonight. And like Amy said, our oil of the month is Rescuer this month. But the whole plan behind the Oil of the Month Club is so that you can start branching out, trying new oils that are affordable, that help with everyday life, that should be used in your daily routine. And so all of the oils in the Oil of the Month Club were chosen based on the needs for that particular season and month of the year. They were chosen for oils that are between the $15 to $25 mark, so easily usable in your daily routine. And then we educate you every day for the month, and then we do a deeper dive once a month in our monthly calls. And then I'm going to transition right into what oils are in the Rescuer blend this month for our soothing blend. And all of our touch rollers come pre-diluted and ready to go in a roller bottle. And this is part of our kids line, but it does include fractionated coconut oil because, like I said, it is diluted for more sensitive skin. On top of that, it also has copaiba or copaiba, depending on how you say it, lavender, spearmint, and xanthoxylum, I believe, if I'm saying that correctly. And I'm taking notes from my mom, Laura Whipperman, who is going to present tonight, but is stuck in Canada's stormy weather without any Wi-Fi. So she sent me notes. So I'm going to read from the text that she sent. Specially formulated for kids, but equally effective for adults of all ages. It helps reduce tension and is soothing and comforting to sore muscles and joints. It's minty and floral and has copaiba, lavender, spearmint, and xanthoxylum. And xanthoxylum is known as prickly ash, she said. Its essential oil is the base of fractionated coconut oil as well. Was she covering anything else that I need to cover for her? Okay.
Okay, hey, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about like the science behind the different oils in this blend. Okay, so like Lindsay mentioned, copaiba, lavender, spearmint, xanthoxylum. I may or may not have watched a pronunciation recording 8 times to get it right. Xanthoxylum. But here I go. Okay. So copaiba, let's start with that. Okay. So rescuer for like relief, right? For kids, pains, things that might be uncomfortable. So I've mentioned this before, but there's a really cool study of copaiba and deep blue together, given an aroma, a hand. Okay. Aroma touch hand technique, guys, struggling. This is working with people who are suffering from rheumatoid arthritis. The combination of those 2 oils for the people that received the oil, those 2 oils showed a 50% decrease in pain, increased finger strength after 5 days of application. So the copaiba and the deep blue together, but we've learned lots about like how copaiba interacts with our system. Right. If you're familiar with CBD oil, it will do a lot of the same things, but less sketchy. So that's a great one to have in there for pain and discomfort. Lavender, we know, is calming, relaxing. It's also very soothing to the skin and muscles. Spearmint. So spearmint is high in antioxidants. So antioxidants combat free radicals in the body. So free radicals are waste that's produced by cells. And if your body can't process and remove the free radicals, this causes oxidative stress. So oxidative stress can harm your cells and your body functions. It's been linked to things like heart disease, cancer, arthritis, stroke, respiratory disease, Parkinson's disease, right? So getting as many antioxidants in your system as you can through food, through vitamins, through oils, is really going to help out your system, especially when you're battling inflammation, right? Xanthoxylum is a Chinese herb medicine and has been shown to possess a wide range of biological activities, including anti-tumor, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial activity that has long been used to treat a variety of skin diseases, including psoriasis. So all of this I got from PubMed. I didn't like this. None of this is from blog posts or anything like that. All of this is pulled from studies that I got off of PubMed. So that means like peer-reviewed published studies that are out there that you can search and find out more about. This combination, we'll probably hear more about this, really soothing for your mood too. So for muscle support, but also for your mood, because all of those oils are really great for your mood, which I'm sure we'll hear more about. So there's a little bit of the research.
Oh, shoot. Am I next?
Mer's next.
Oh, good.
I wasn't looking at the list. So Emily, thank you for that speech, or for that telling us how to pronounce it, because I've basically been pronouncing it wrong, but I really wanted to know, and it didn't, everywhere I looked, it didn't tell us. So Xanthoxylum, I'm going to talk about that in a sec. So the Rescuer Quick Kids Blend, I'm going to be really quick on this because it supports so many good emotional, it supports so many emotions. And it says, okay, it says what it does what it says, the rescuer for pain and inflammation, and like we've already heard about, but also for calming, for soothing. It's a great one to reach for. And now we're learning even more about it. But when the kids feel like unsupported or chaotic or stressed out, this is a good one to rub on the temples, their temples, or have them do it. That's why we love the kids kit. My kids love it. In fact, the labels are actually peeling off because they love it so much. So I didn't know which one was my rescuer. But then also just they're unsettled, they're chaotic, or they feel burdened or heavy from like everything going on in the world or whatnot. It helps to comfort them. It helps them feel more courageous, but also again, the temples, anything, even the wrists I would do, the heart, the back, the neck, and then you can do their spine and bottom of their feet too. Really important to empower them, which we know what we're doing here, and teaching them how to apply themselves. I really always take it a step further. Sometimes if they can't really let go of something even with oils, I have them like, breathe in life or breathe in the goodness and the good whatever, unicorns or whatever they want to imagine, and then breathe out to like see their stuff they're holding on to like in a cloud floating away. It sounds weird, but at the same time, sometimes it helps them engage by like breathing in life and breathing in Jesus and whatever, and breathing out the yuck and breathing out things. See it in the cloud, do you see it go away? Like that really helps. So I didn't know, maybe one person needed to hear it, maybe one person can apply that with their children, but to me it helps give some practical things. So Xanthoxylum, is just one of the 4 essential oils. I love knowing I can say that good. And Rescuer is known, PubMed, and of course, like scientifically proven to calm the central nervous system, to help the body basically go from fight or flight, which most of people are in, to rest and relax. So I love that even that one, but they're all wonderful in there. Again, the temples, the back of the neck, the spine, the feet, and teaching them how.
Mer, I'm sorry. I didn't hear any of that because I was just looking at you rocking your hair. See, everyone's like, woo, mic drop, mic drop. Okay, guys, so I am, as usual, talking to you about sourcing. And I honestly had everything all ready to go for experiment and had a total change in direction because I realized that this story about Copaiba is just so fascinating to me. So Copaiba is from Brazil. It's from the Amazon, where they get where the humidity is like 80 to 85% consistently. And if you live somewhere in like the Midwest and you know how it can get like in the morning, the other morning Bob's like 99% humidity, and I'm like, yep, I know, I can feel it. But Copaiba trees need 80 to 85% humidity. They need that 90%, 90 inches of rain that falls in the Amazon rainforest every year, and they get 12 hours of sunlight every single day. So it's exceptional for the plant growth. And I just wanted you to kind of know, we always talk about what's going on behind the bottle. Where does it come from? Who does it impact? Who's being blessed by the harvesting and being paid by doTERRA? I have a quick little video clip I want to show you. I'm going to screen share and show that to you. But in the meantime, I just want you to know that the oil actually comes, it's steam distilled from, it's very similar to the way maple syrup is harvested with the little pipe pounded into the tree. They explain how they do that. They do a little bit and then they seal up that hole. And then they come back 6 months later and there's a lot more. And the other thing that I think is really fascinating, it's referenced in this video, is that they need to wait for the real rainy season for the water level to go up about 20 feet so that the boats can get into the groves where the copaiba trees are. And these trees are maintained by families and over generations, and you'll see that in the video as well. So let me see if I can get this rolling for you, okay? Hang on here. Okay, here we go.
So she's got a really bad toothache. Looks like
Oh,
it might be
yeah,
impacted.
wrong
so I'm
one.
just gonna look at it real quick.
All right, hang on. Here it is.
Mas eu me orgulho disso, de todo dia eu manter minha família. Para mim é muito importante, que não falta para eles.
This is Dr. Hill. She's already went through and cut down our path and cleared it all out.
Oh my goodness.
So
We are so grateful. Thank you so much.
She's going to do it.
Their main collection season is between January and June when the water is high. So now we're going to go up and see the copaiba trees firsthand and see how they collect the resin.
They don't branch out for quite a while. They're growing straight up.
Straight up.
For us.
How tall do they
Não
get?
grandes,
E ela chega a dar aí seus 30 metros de altura.
30 to 40 feet. He's looking up at the tree and he's looking for the first main branch that's breaking off, and he's following that line down the trunk of the tree here. And that has a vein that he's going to try and tap into.
A lot of therapeutic properties that only come from this tree, just as nature created.
We're going to take whatever the tree gives us, and that's what we're turning into new oil.
They're about an hour and a half as he's drilled through the tree to collect just this much oil. About 50% yields will get about half as much oil. And then he'll come back to this tree 6 months later and he'll be able to get about a liter worth of resin from this tree. This doesn't work without people like Josemar, who love these trees, who've been trained up by his father and now is training his sons and has done this for 30 years. So we're very, very grateful to have partners that we can trust.
I love the sense of pride that it carries with him.
He's pretty amazing.
Mas eu me orgulho disso, de todo dia eu manter minha família, né, sem ter, assim, um estudo. Eu me sinto alegre por isso, feliz. Porque todo dia eu vejo meu filho tem o alimento, seu café, seu almoço, sua janta. Então, para isso para mim é muito importante, que não falta para eles.
There you go. Thank you all for watching that with me. I think that it speaks for itself about the quality of doTERRA and how they take care of other people. And there were people that were buying copaiba or copaiba from the Brazilians before, and they were not paying fairly and consistently. And the prices worked out ahead of time so that it is always fair and equitable to the harvesters and the distillers. So just wanted to share that with you.
Thanks, Melissa. That was awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take a few minutes to share a few more ideas for using your rescuer, as well as a couple of testimonies that I think are fun. So we've talked about how this is like soothing. It's helpful for bumps and bruises, for your littles, for you. I had a lady, I was teaching how to use a rescuer, and she was like, this is perfect before golf. And I was like, it is actually. You should use it that way. So anything from teething and growing pains to golf, it's all those things. I've read some testimonies from adults who feel like this is the perfect combination for headache relief. And so sometimes when we talk about support for discomfort in your head, it's like, okay, if it's emotional, maybe lavender. If it's like, maybe you try your peppermint, maybe your copaiba, your frankincense. But this is neat because it has your lavender and your spearmint and your copaiba. And obviously, I'm not going to say the Z1, but the Z1. Xanthox, Ilum, it's not right. That didn't sound right. So you can use it for that too. Another little known use, stinky feet. So roll it on, before you put your shoes on and after you take them off. One of the things that I read about was how this oil can be helpful with self-trust. So the idea of applying it to your neck and temples to just remember the power of trusting your good instincts. I want to remind you that because it is from the kids line, how great the labeling is on here and how hard they worked to make sure that it was not only fun, it's got the texture on there and the pattern, but that it's got the little body on there so that even if your younger ones can't read, they can know that it's got the body on there and they're going to reach for it to support their physical body. So I love that about these labels. This blend is great on its own. If you want to like add some oils to it, like layering wise, to take it up a notch for its soothing capabilities. Here are a couple options of what you could layer with it. I would reach for your marjoram. Frankincense is always going to be good to reach for when you're layering oils. Helichrysum would be a good one, and even wintergreen. Some of our fellow Fierce Oilers shared some testimonies that I thought were really great. So Ginger said it was really helpful with her period cramps and nausea on separate occasions. And she says, mixed with past tense, it's the most effective muscle and tendon pain and inflammation reducer that she's ever used. And Carrie said that it really helped her out with the migraine and nausea she was experiencing from the migraine too. And lastly, here's a testimony from Toby that's too good not to share. I got bumped hard, totally not my fault, and it killed. So we put on the oil, and like by the next morning, I was ready to play hard again. It's awesome. So I love that Toby could weigh into what was helpful for him. So we're going to start wrapping up here a little bit. Go ahead and tell us in the chat box if you put a 1 in the chat box if you have been using Rescuer with us so far in the month of July. If you have something new that you've learned or something you've experienced that you want to share with the group, it's a perfect place to put that over in the chat box. Remember that you'll be able to find the recording of this Zoom time we had together in Fierce Oilers once it's uploaded, if you want to go back and catch any of the details you might have missed. If you have questions, it's also a great thing to put in the chat box. We will stick around after raffles to do a Q&A for anyone who has a question, and it can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about Rescuer. So we're all about education, right? You can find us online once a month for 30 minutes doing this. We love to be able to have an oil community where we can learn together and ask questions together and grow together in that way. So our oil for next month is, does anyone know what it is? I'll give you guys a minute to put, I know Lindsay knows what it is, and it's a nice alliteration, a little bit. So what is coming up in August? Who knows? Yeah, Ginger's got it. Oh, hey, Ginger. It is Arbor Vitae. So I really love this oil. I can't wait for you to learn how it's sourced and some of the amazing things behind this powerful little oil in a little 5 ml, right? So it's $22 if you want to grab it ahead of time. So you're ready for August. Reach out to your oil girl if you want a sample, or if you know somebody you love who would like to receive a sample, let your oil girl know. The call is going to be on August 15th at our classic 8 p.m. time. I'm going to put the registration link in the chat box right now so you can register and just not have to think about it, and you'll be good to go. Don't forget about our Saturday morning continuing education series, right? Every Saturday morning, we're also here to equip you and teach you. So at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, we go live in Fierce Oilers, our Facebook group. There's incredible value and information in these classes. Emily just did a great one on emotions. And this Saturday, Lindsay King is going to do women's health and hormones. All right, so Melissa, do you want to share your screen and we'll do some giveaways and you can explain what people need to do to get their giveaway?
Sure. I just really am curious, how do we get to next call being the month of August? That's what August,
I know.
it's killing me.
That means September is going to be new products, guys. So brace yourself.
Okay, so this is our wheel of names. And what I need you to do is, if we call your name, could you please message me, text me, throw a rock through my window with a note attached. I need to know, please help me out, what you won. And can you text me or send me your address? Because even though I've probably done it a million times, it just makes the mailing process that much easier. Thanks to everybody who donated for these. All right, Aim, are we ready to roll?
All right, we've got, yes, a rescuer roller from Lindsay King. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, here we go. Oh, Jane Verstegen. Woo. Congratulations.
And we have a spearmint from Laura Whipperman.
Hope the poor thing gets out of Canada soon. Tanya Aiello, congratulations.
And then a body butter from Melissa.
Oh, a cute little body butter. Jesse Center, congratulations.
And a lemon eucalyptus also from Laura Whipperman.
Barb Hamlin, congrats.
Awesome. All right. So yes, send your address if you won. So we know you were on, right? If we don't get your address, we'll assume you weren't on to claim your prize. So send that over to Melissa and we'll get those over to you. And we're excited to be able to do Arbor Vitae next month. It'll be fun to do that one together. All right. So if you have to hop off, go for it. If you want to stick on and ask a question, we'll be here for a little bit. Okay. Mm.